Looks promising indeed. Okay, let's move on now from all the films. What we're going to show you are visuals of absolute torture that has been meted out to young students in this Madrassa in Bengaluru. 3 brothers, aged between 7 to 10 years, were seen chained by their legs, and this act was done by their father. In fact, this was done because these children refused to go to the Madrassa, and all of this happened in the IT city of India, Bengaluru. These 3 young children refused to study in the Madrassa, and therefore to teach them a lesson, their father chained them. The brothers' teachers also backed the punishment, apparently to teach the young boys a lesson. The story comes just a day after India Today showed you the plight of a child in a Madrassa in Yamunanagar from Haryana, where he too was chained to be taught a lesson. 2 incidents of torture being reported on young children for refusing to attend a Madrassa. Rohini Swami joins us for more on this. Rohini, it's so tragic to see that this kind of punishment was given by, their father for not attending the Madrassa. Now, has any action been taken against him for this kind of punishment that he gave to his children?
Yes, both the father as well as the teacher of the madrasa have been arrested and they've been booked under the Juvenile Justice Act. If you see absolute inhuman way of treating young children, and they're between the ages of 7 and 10, and at this age, largely children who are very young are also very impressionable.
Yes.
And they were found crying by somebody in the madrasa. They tipped off the police, and then the police went there in plain clothes, spoke to the children, took the details down from them, and after that they conducted the arrest. But they were lucky that they were found in a few days since they have been chained. But there could be many such cases which do not even come into media attention, or even the police are told about it. But here is the teacher, and he's quite young. He's around in his 30s, and he feels that the best way to correct anybody is to actually chain them down. The father took the children to the madrasa, to the teacher, saying they do not want to study. What do we do about it? And they had a discussion, and they thought chaining the children down. Now all 3 of them are being counselled at this point of time, but it's something that it's a scar that they'll carry for the rest of their lives. And as I've been speaking to some of the counsellors also, they've been saying it is such kind of behaviour, especially when it's meted out to children, that they actually turn out to be antisocial elements in society.
And that's even worse, isn't it? As you rightly mentioned, that this inhuman act in fact received the backing from these young children's teacher, who went on to support the father to punish these little boys like this.
True, and that speaks about the educational system that we have. Though we know that a lot of people who cannot afford to send their children to schools, they do send them to madrasas or such kind of institutions so that they get a good education. And here, the thought may be right. The thought may be in good heart that the children should get education and possibly lead a better life. But if they're not interested, impressing upon them and putting pressure on them like this, it causes a different kind of behavior, and the behavioral patterns could actually change. And here we're seeing somebody who's a teacher, who actually should be well trained and looked at how children should be treated. He actually turns around and turns out to be a devil in disguise. And look at the way the children have been chained down. All 3 of them with their feet chained together. It's something that even nobody can see it, but thankfully, like I was saying, that somebody actually noticed this and brought it to the police, the attention of the police. But it is through this that actually we have to focus on how possibly society can create that change by being more aware about such things and bringing it to focus so it doesn't happen again.
Absolutely. Rohini Swami there. Thank you so much for joining us.